A very warm and rainy good afternoon to all of you present here. And yeah, welcome to the last day of the workshop on Vedic mathematics. I think without any further ado, I should hand it over to Avinash, sir. Over to you, sir.
Fine, so it's audible. Yeah, uh, I think we have learned the different concepts so far in the last 3 days. And as we are on the fourth day, I think let me give you a chance to guess what would be the topic. So let's see what are the opinions that you have, what curiosity you have on the topic. You can just put it in the chat box. What might be the topic? If it is a right one, so I'll just call out your name and say that's the one. Okay? Nobody wants to guess? It's something different, something interesting. Okay, I'm looking at the chat box. If you have given the right one, I'll definitely call out your name. Okay, it seems like only few are ready to guess. But anyhow, okay, I have not seen the topic, but anyhow, I'll display the PPT so that you will only come to know what exactly is the topic that we are going to learn in today's class. Give me some time. Yeah, I hope the PPT is visible for both the groups of students. For others, those who have joined with the B there, Vedic mathematics B. Okay, okay, that's cool. So today we are going to learn something interesting, okay, and that's about dates and calendars. So it's a unique technique to deal with dates as well as the calendar. So in case if I ask you, if I give you one particular date, and if I ask you which day it falls, without using the without using the calendar, or that could be in your mobile or anything, can you guess the day on which a date, one particular date falls? Okay. So here, what I'm going to give you is, I'm going to give you, it's once again, it's a specific technique here. It's a specific technique which will help you to deal with any of the dates of the given particular year. Okay. So single year calendar. So I'm going to teach you a technique to remember all the dates as well as the days of a single year calendar. So in order to learn this technique, we, as I told you yesterday also, you would require some of the basic concepts. So first we will focus on the basics, and then we will move on to the actual concept. So suppose you have to remember, you want to remember the calendar of the year 2021. So there is a unique key which you need to remember. Okay. And that unique key is like this. It is 377 426 415 and 375. So you have a 12 digit key there. It contains 12 digit, and definitely when it comes to 12 digit, it is evident that each digit represent a month, something with the relation to month. Okay. So this is more important to remember. It's very important to remember this key. Anyhow, I'm going to provide you the time also to remember the key, and I'm also giving you the technique how easily you can remember this key. Okay. So before that, we will understand what exactly each digit represents in the key. So altogether, there are 12 digits in the key. So totally there are 12 digits, and each digit represents a month. Okay, so as an example, the first one represents January, the second one represents Feb, third one represents March, then April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and the last one represents December. So these 12 digits, each of them represents one particular month. Now, let's see what exactly the first number indicates, three indicates. You might have seen January means I've just indicated 3. At the same time, even for October also I've indicated 3 itself. For February and March, it's once again it is 7 itself. So we will understand what exactly these numbers is. So the number 3 represents the month January, and specifically it represents the first Sunday of January. In the same way, if you go for the second number, which is 7, so 7 represents the second month, which is February, and the first Sunday of February is 7. Same way for the next digit also, the first Sunday of March is 7. If you go for this particular number, so that represents July there. So July first Sunday is 4th. 4th is the first Sunday of July. In the same way, if you go for the final most digit, which is number 5, that represents 5th is the date of first Sunday of December. I believe you understood what exactly the entire key says, where you have 12 digits to remember, and each of the digits represents that particular month with respect to which place it is. And at the same time, each digit represents the first Sunday of the respective month. Now, I've already told you each of them digits the first Sunday of the month, and it's important to remember this key, and we will try to analyze the key. So it's instead of just trying to mug up with all the 12 digit number, we will try to analyze, and we will divide it into two parts. That would be good. Okay, so let's divide it into two parts. You have first 6 digits, and then you have the next 6 digits. So first 6 digit represents the from January, you have Feb, March, April, May up to June, whereas the next 6 digit represents from July to December. So try to memorize this key. Don't go to write. Instead of that, you try to memorize, because later on it's very important to memorize this key. Only if you are able to tell the key by heart, only then the method will work easily. So try to remember the first 6 digits, and then try to remember the next 6 digits. And also, see, you have altogether there are 4 groups. I have separated by giving a space there. I've combined 3 digits and made it as a first group. You can just note that the first group over there that indicates the month from January, February, and March. Then the next group indicates from April to June, and then you have from July to September, and the last one is from October to December. Try to remember each key. Try to remember in group wise. First group you have 377. Second one you have 426. Then you have 415. Then 375. So I'm giving more time over here because it's important to remember the key. And you should by heart it in such a way that if I ask you any particular month, you should be able to get that key. You should be able to get that particular number. Also, you can just try to remember it as the first group as well as the last group. So both the groups begin with the 3 there. First as well as the last group, both the groups begin with 3. Whereas the middle 2 groups, the second one as well as the third one begins with 4. Okay, I'm giving you the technique how exactly and how easily you can make sure that the key remains in your mind forever. Okay, and also try to remember this one. So April, for April, try to remember the unique numbers which are not repeated here. Unique means which are not repeated. You can see that number 4 appears in it appears, even though it appears twice. You see that 4 represents fourth month. 4 represents fourth month, and you know that fourth month is April. So in that way also you can remember it. And also you can see that number 1, it appears only once there. Number 1 appears only once. So and that represents August. Okay, and also you have a unique number which is 2 here. It has not repeated anywhere, and that is for May. And you can even remember for 6, the number 6. June is the 6th month of the year, and 6 represents the first Sunday of June. Okay, and I'll give you some time. In case if you are ready with the key, you can just say that done. Try to remember by yourself, that would be good. If you're able to recall the entire key without seeing, just say a done in the chat box or a yes in the chat box. Okay, so we will recall this key in the chat box. That would be good. Okay, So I may ask you what is the first group. I may ask you what is the last group. Okay. So you just have to recall the key and put it in the chat box. If I ask you what is the last group, you just have to put 375. I hope that's clear. Okay. So let's practice it once. Let's practice the entire key once. So just recall the key. It would be great if you put it in the chat box so that even I will know that you're exactly practicing. So recall the entire key. Okay, so that's great. And I'm happy that you're giving the responses. So kindly continue that so that even you will be thorough with the key. Okay, so you have the entire key. So now don't go to look for the key what you have written. Just try to recall the key from July to December. So here I'm basically focusing on making you thorough with the key, no matter wherever I ask for, whichever month I ask for. Try to remember the key for July to December. So July to December means it comes the last two groups where you have 415 and 375. Now try to recall the key for the month April to June. So you just have to recall for April to June, which is just a 3-digit there. That's a second group. Try to recall the second group, which is 426. Try to recall the key from January to March. It's the first 3 digits of the given set. Okay, that's wonderful. So now, the October to December. Try to recall the key from October to December. The last set of the given key, which represents 375. Okay, that's wonderful. So many are giving the right itself. That's good. So now, little different one from June to October. From June to October, try to recall by yourself. That would be good. From June to October, you have there a part of second set as well as the final set together. Okay, so that is 6, then 415 and 3. Okay, so key from February to September. From Feb to September. So February starts somewhere in the first set and September is in the third set. Okay, that is 77 426 426 415. Okay, so yeah, I know you all are thorough. So we will practice once again with respect to any month so that when I display the month, you will be able to recall the key. Okay. So recall the key of the following months. It would be great if you can put it in the chat box. You just have to put only one digit, which is represented for that particular month. Okay. So for November, what's the key for November? So November means the number 7. Then January. So for January, it is 3. Okay. April. So April, that means 4. June. I've given you a technique to remember for June. So 6th month, so the number is 6 there. September. What's the key for September? It is 5. It comes in the third set, the last one. December. Once again, it is 5 itself. It comes in the final set there. February. February means 7. May. May, it's a unique number, which is 2. August. Once again, for August also, you have a unique number there. 1. And for March, once again, it is 7. You have 7 repeated 3 times in the entire key there. October. October comes in the last set, which is 3. And the last one, which is July. Okay, so that's really wonderful. So 4. So till now, what I've made you is I've made you to remember all the first Sundays from January to December. So even if I tell you any month, you are able to get that particular date, which tells you the first Sunday of the month. So with respect to this first Sunday, we will be identifying any date which is given so that we can get which particular day on which that date falls. Okay, so I hope you're ready now to learn the technique because you remember the key. So the first question is like this, it's very simple one. So what day is 5th January? So first you have to look for the month. So January. January means you know what is the key. So for the first 2 to 3 questions, I've displayed the key. So January means the key is 3. So when 3 represents the first Sunday of January. So from 3rd, you have to go only for 2 more days extra. So if 3rd January is Sunday, then 5th January has to be Tuesday. Yeah. So just by looking at the question itself, I know most of you could predict which day it is. Yeah, that's good. We'll go for the next one. This is pretty easier. So what day is 4th of August? You can use the same technique. Try to recall the key for August and go to the 4th from the first Sunday. Okay, so that's great. So for the key for 8th month or August, it is the 8th digit, which is 1 there, the unique number there. So first is the first Sunday of August. So from first you have to go to 4th. So you just have to move for 1 to 4, which is 4th is Wednesday. Okay, so let's go with the next question. So on which day Gandhi Jayanti fall in 2021? Okay, so Rahul, Aroma are quick enough to give the answers. Wonderful. You know the key for August, the first Sunday of August, which is 3rd. Okay, and when it comes to 3rd, and you know Gandhi Jayanti is on 2nd, so you just have to come 1 day backwards. So 3rd is Sunday, so its previous day is 2nd October, which is Saturday. Isn't it easy to find out which day it is whenever you're given one particular date? So now, on which day does Christmas fall in the year 2021? So I think you give a try, then I'll explain the technique to find out. There are two different techniques here, and definitely you can find it easily. Okay, so many are giving the answers. So definitely from 5, you know that for December, Christmas is on 25th December. The key for December is 5. So you know the first Sunday. So from that first Sunday, what you can do is you can go on adding 7 until you get a date which is near to 25th or after 25th, whichever is fine. So you add 7 to 5, 5 plus 7, which gives you 12, which is the next Sunday, second Sunday of December. For 12, you add 5 once again. So that, sorry, add 7 once again for 12. So 12 plus 7 gives you 19. So 19th is the third Sunday of December. So either from 19th, you can move forwards. If you find it difficult, you add 7 to 19, which gives you 26th. Okay. So 26, if you add 7 to 19, you get 26, which is the next Sunday. But since you are asked about 25th, so which is the Saturday there. I hope you got the technique, how exactly to find it. Let's go with the next one. Okay. So on which day does Children's Day fall in 2021? You just have to know the date, and I'm sure you all know the date. Yeah. Okay. So I can see the answers. Wonderful. So 14th November is Children's Day, and the key for November is 7. The key for November is 7. So add 7 to it, which gives you 14. It's easier to find out. The next Sunday is 14th there, and 14th is itself is the Sunday. So 14th November 2021 falls. It's a Sunday. What day is 25th June 2021? What day is 25th June? Try to recall the key for 25 and proceed. That's it you have to do. Okay. The key for June is 6. For 6, you add 7, which gives you 13. 13 plus 7, you have to reach until 25. So 13 plus 7, which gives you 20. So for 20, either you can go forward from 20 onwards to 25, or you can add 7, which gives you 27. And from there, you can come backwards. So 27th will be a Sunday. So you're asked about 25. So come 2 days backwards. So 25th June will be a Friday. So use the same technique and check if you get today. You can check with the today's date and see whether you get it to be a Thursday or not. If it's a yes, you can just put a yes there. Okay. And the same key works there because we are in the month of June. The key is 6 there. Okay. Yeah. You can even check where on which day your birthday falls in this particular year. Even you can check with that. Okay. So you have to guess the days. I've listed few questions for you all. So try to recall the days as fast as possible. And once you're done with all of them, you can just put all the answers together in the chat box. You have 13th July, 28th February, then Republic Day, May Day, 31st December, Teachers Day, as well as 21st April. Now it's easy to find out if you're given any date, you can easily find out which particular day it is. There are 7 different dates. You can find those 7 days. I'll give you some time. Okay, so Nasit is quick enough to give the answer. Good. I'll give you a minute for all those who are trying. Okay, that's great. Many are giving a try to find out the day for the given dates there. I'll give few seconds for all those who are still trying. Okay. So first one, 13th July, and you know the key for July, which is 4 there. So 4 plus 7 you can add, and then you can find it is Tuesday. So I'll just display all the answers so that you can just cross check if you have done it correctly or not. Okay. So 25th February will be a Sunday. Then Republic Day, which is 26th January, which will be a Tuesday. Then you have May Day, which is 1st of May, which will be on Saturday. 31st December, which is a Friday. Then you have Teachers' Day, which will be celebrated in the month of September 5th, which will be a Sunday. And the last one, 21st April, which is Wednesday. Okay. I'll just leave it for about 10 to 20 seconds. So those who want to have a look, you can just have a look at it. And as I said, it's a specific technique. So the given key will work only for the year 2021. Okay. So since we have listed all the first Sundays of every month of the year 2021, so the key will only work for 2021. So when it comes to some other year, it could be 2022 or 2023 or 2019, the first Sundays will definitely change. Okay. So because of which even the key also will change, but if you make a practice of remembering the entire key in the beginning of the year, definitely you can use this technique. And also, it would be good in case if you, on the first day of every year, you can just list out all the first Sundays looking at the calendar and just try to remember the key, and definitely the key will work. And once if you remember, you can use it for the entire year. So in case if you're interested to know what exactly is the key for the next 3 years, I've even displayed there. In case if anybody wants to take down, or if you want to take a screenshot, you can just take a screenshot of it. And this is one of the easiest technique which will help you to find out the given day when you are given a date. Based on the date, you can find out a day. And there are many more techniques involved. The general techniques are also involved. But since I could only include one topic over here, because the general technique will take a lot of time, and it even requires a lot of details to understand in the beginning. So definitely you can try with this particular technique. Yeah, and with that, I'm moving on to the next concept, which will be a last concept here. So that is about doubling a number. So you know how exactly you can double. Okay, so if I give you a very small number, it could be a one digit or two digit or three digit. I'm sure you will find the double of it within 5 to 10 seconds. But what about when you have a digit which is greater than three, or it could be a four-digit number, or five-digit or six-digit number? So we will understand there is a unique technique in Vedic mathematics. And moreover, in Vedic mathematics, we have most of the technique which will help us to get the answer from left hand side to right hand side than right hand side to left hand side. So which will also save our time. It will not only save our time, but along with that, as we work out itself, we can get the answer. Okay, that is how it works. So the doubling a number also works in the same way, where as you find out the answer itself, you can read out the answer. But instead, if you had followed the ancient technique, the old technique, where you multiply from right hand side to left hand side, you have to reach until left hand side and only then get the final answer. So first we will understand what is a doubling. You have two different definitions for doubling. So one, you can consider it to be multiplying a given number by 2. So double of 12 is you just multiply by 2, which gives you 24. And the other definition, you are doubling means you are adding the given number by itself. Okay, so 12, if you add it to 12, you get 24. So this is one of the easiest number to find out. Before we understand the concept of doubling, we will categorize the digits from 0 to 9 into two groups. Okay, so the first five numbers from 0 to 4, I have put it in the under group 1, because we will find out the double of the given numbers. Yeah, let's find out the doubles of the given numbers there. So double of 0, if you multiply 0 by 2 or 0 by any number, that gives you 0 itself. And what about double of 1? That gives you 2. Double of 2, that gives you 4. Double of 3, which gives you 6. Double of 4 is 8. Double of 5 gives you 10. Double of 6 gives you 12. Then double of 7, that gives you 14. Double of 8 gives you 16. And double of 9, that gives you 18. So after writing the double, now you must be clear why I have separated them as group 1 as well as group 2 number. So in the group 1 number, where you have 0 to 1, when you double those numbers, you will also get a single digit itself. But whereas when you double the numbers which are there in group 2, you will get a two-digit number with 1 as the 10th digit. And we will be referring it as with 1 as the carry. Why do I refer it as 1 as the carry? I'll tell you later. Okay. So for now, you just remember the numbers 0 to 4. When you double, you will get a single digit number. And the numbers from 5 to 9, when you double, you will get a two-digit number with 1 as the carry. So that is about group 1 as well as group 2 numbers. So with that, I'll explain the concept of doubling. We will go with a very small number, which is 72. Okay. By now, some of you must have already got the answer, but I'll go with a very small number in order to explain you the method, how exactly it works. And as I said, we will be doing it from left to right hand side. So first we will begin with 7. And for the first number, you need not check whether it is a group 1 number or group 2 number. So just by looking at the number, you find its double. You know that double of 7 is 14. You write that double of 7 is 14. And go to the next digit, which is 2. And you know what is double of 2? And double of 2 is 4. So you get 144. This is pretty easier because even the double of the second number was just a single digit. We will see for the next one, double of 47, where you have a two-digit number and where you get a carry. Okay, so first I'll explain along with the method, and then I will tell you how exactly to find out the method. Skip the method and do it with the shortcuts. So first you find double of 4. Double of 4 gives you 8. and see the next digit, whether next digit falls in group 1 category or group 2 category. You know that 7 comes in group 2. So whenever you know that the next number comes in group 2, you have to strike the previous answer and increase it by 1. So 8 becomes 9, and double of 7, you know it is 14. That one carry we have already added and made it as 9. And you just have to write 4 there. And you can also avoid writing this striking step. You can just remember it in this way. Double of 4 is 8. Looking at the next digit, you know it is 9. You have to make it 9, and double of 7, you can simply write it as 4 even though it is 14, because 1 you have already added. We will go for the next one where you have to find double of 85. So first you find the double of 8, which is 16. Okay, and looking at the next digit, you make that 16 to be 17, because 5 comes under group 2 and double of 5 is 10. You just have to write 0 there. So double of 637, find the double of 6. First digit, you need not worry whether it is group 1 or group 2. Only thing is the digit which comes after first digit, you have to check whether it is group 1 or group 2. Double of 6 gives you 12. Looking at the next digit, you can write that 12 as it is. Double of 3, that gives you 6. Looking at the next digit, I'll make it as 7, because 7 comes in group 2. Whenever you have the next digit to be in group 2, you have to increase the previous digit by 1. And double of 7 is 14. You just have to write 4 because you have already added the carry. I hope the method is clear. Okay. And this is very simple, where here we will basically focus on solving, where we have to find the double of 4-digit number, 5-digit number, or 6-digit number. So the method goes in this way. If you have to find the double of a number from left to right, after doubling, you have to observe the next digit. If it is a group 1 number, then you need not worry. Suppose if it is a group 2 number, then you have to increase the previous answer, the previous digit by 1, and write down the double of the next number, and only the unit digit you will have to write it. Okay. So we will try this one where you have to find the double of 78024. Okay. So I think even you can try it in the chat box because you already know the method. And those who still have the confusion, you can listen. So first you find the double of 7, which is 14. Just by looking at the next number, which comes in group 2, 8 comes in group 2, I'll make that 14 to be 15, and double of 8 is 16. I just have to write 6 here. Looking at the next number, which is 0, comes in group 1, I will write 6 because that doesn't give me a carry. Double of 0 is 0 itself. See the next number, which comes in group 1, so you can write that 0. Double of 2, that gives you 4. Look at the next digit, that is a group 1 number, so you can write that 4 as it is, and double of 4 is 8. And this is how the technique will work. And as you practice more, you can easily, just by looking at the next number, you can easily write what will be the double. Okay. So I think I will work out the last one there, where you have to find the double of 16237804. We are using from left to right direction. The method works from left to right direction. So you find what is the double of 1. Double of 1 is 2. 6 comes in group 2. So I'll make that 2 to be 3. And double of 6 is 12. I've already added the carry. I just have to write 2 there. Looking at the next digit, I'll write 2 because next digit comes in group 1. And double of 2 is 4. So I can write it because next digit comes in group 1. 3 comes in group 1. Double of 3 is 6. By looking at the next digit, which is 7, I'll make that 6 to be 7. And double of 7 is 14. I have to write only 4 here. Since the next digit comes in group 2, that 4 becomes 5. Double of 8 is 16. I have to write 6 here. Looking at the next digit, I'll just write 6. And double of 0 is 0 itself. I'll look at the next digit and I'll write 0. And double of 4 is 8. I hope you got the technique. And I want you to try these two questions and put the answers in the chat box. Okay, some have already given. So Rahul has given the answer for all the 4. Okay, that's good. I'll give some time for those who are still trying. You just have to look for the next digit. Based on the next digit, you have to write the previous answer. So you can try to find the double of 304756. So double of 3, that gives you 6. Double of 0 is 0. Double of 4 is 8, but 8 becomes 9. Double of 7 is 14. But looking at the next digit, I'll write it as 5. Double of 5 is, I have to Double of 5 is 10. I have to write 0, but I'll write as 1. And double of 6 is 12. So I'll just write it as 2. So you get the answer as 609512. In the same way, double of 5720721. You can actually do it within 5 seconds of time. So double of 5 is 10, 10 becomes 11. Double of 7 gives you 14. So I will write it. Double of 2 is 4. Double of 0 is 0, but I'll write it as 1 because next digit is group 2. Double of 7 is 14. Double of 2, that gives you 4, and double of 1 is 2. So you get double 1, double 4, 1, double 4, 2 as the answer. Okay, so I believe that the method is clear, and you can give a try for these 5 questions. Okay, these 5 questions you can give a try. I'll just give you 1 minute of time just to give a try, and you can see how fast you can actually find out the doubles of the given number. You can even put the answers in the chat box for these 5 questions. I'll give you a few more seconds. You can see some of them are giving the right answer. That's good. And so I'll display the answers one by one so that you can just cross check. Okay. For the first one, you get the double as 494764. In the same way, you can check the answer for the second one, third one, fourth one, and I'll give time for the last one. Okay, I think some of them are still trying the last one. You can use the same technique and get the answer easily. Okay, so I'll display the answer. Yeah, and this was the last topic of your 4-day workshop, but the workshop is not over. There is little more, and that little more is, let's see how much you remember. Okay, so based on whatever concept that we have covered, don't worry, whatever marks you get, nobody is going to specify it in your e-certificate, but this is a quiz just for you to know how much you have learned and how much you are thorough with it and how many methods you are able to recall and get the answer. That's it. Okay, so the quiz will be held in the Google form. I'll send the link of the Google form in some times in your chat box, and you will have 10 questions to answer, and I'm going to give you 10 minutes to answer them. Okay, since it's Vedic mathematics, even to my Vedic mathematics students also, we just give them 10 minutes for 10 questions because the methods are in such a way that you will get the answers within 5 to 10 seconds. But still, I'm giving you 1 minute for each question so that at the maximum you can take 10 minutes of your time, and once you're done attempting the quiz, you can come back to the Google Meet and be there. And also, please answer this honestly. That is more important because we are not going to do anything with your marks. Okay. So I hope you all are ready. And the link, I'm going to put it in the chat box so that you can access the link. Give me some time. I'll put the link in the chat box. Yeah. I've put the link in the chat box so you can give a try. I'll give you about 8 to 10 minutes. And once you are done, at least you can say done in the chat box so that I'll understand that you all are attempting and you all have attempted. Okay. You can start now. It would be great if everyone would attempt the quiz. And once you finish, kindly put it in the chat box saying that you have finished. Okay. You need not put your marks, but just say that you have finished. Okay. So some of them have, okay. Vishal Norona has finished. Okay. I'll give 2 more minutes for those who are still trying. So Those who are still trying can give a try. So I'll just take 2 more minutes. I'll give 2 more minutes for those who are trying. You can definitely check your scores, how much you have got, so that you can see whether you remember all the method that are taught, and you're also quick enough to give the answers. Okay, so before I wind up, I would like to share little about Easy Math online classes. But before that, in case anybody wants the reference books, I think the PPT is not visible for another group of the students. Is it visible
Yeah, yeah, it is visible now.
for the other one? For B, Vedic Mathematics B?
Yes, it's visible on both.
Okay. Okay. So if you want to refer the books, the first one is the original book of Vedic mathematics, that is by Jagadguru Swami Bharati Krishna Tirtha, and it contains everything, all the 16 sutras and sub sutras and all the other methods related to it based on these six. And the second book, Vedic Mathematics Made Easy by Dhaval Bhatia, it's one of the wonderful books because I'm referring the second books, and that is how I learned Vedic mathematics. I have not gone to any classes anywhere, but I learned by reading that particular book, Vedic Mathematics Made Easy. And the e-copies, you have e-copies in the internet also. You can definitely browse for it, and the methods are given in very simple way. And third one is Introduction to Vedic Mathematics by S. Keshavamurthy. So apart from this, you have various resources in the internet. You can find it in the Google. You can go to YouTube. You have so many apps also, and also you can check everywhere. But only thing is, it need not be authentic Vedic mathematics, because some of them, even the normal shortcuts what you have in mathematics also, they claim it to be Vedic mathematics, but we can't do anything with that. Okay. So, and little more I want to share about Easy Math online classes. This is something I started last year during the pandemic in order to reach the students who are away from the school because there were no schools. So I started with the skill development course, which is called as the Vedic mathematics, and where we are reaching the students from age group 10 to 15 years. And we have live sessions for them. Already we have finished about, I think the PPT is not visible. Okay, I'll give a try. Just give me some time. Is it visible now? Still it's not?
No, it's not.
Okay, okay, 1 minute, we'll see. Okay, no issues. I think it would take. Okay, now it's visible, right?
Yes, yes, on both meetings.
Okay, okay, fine. Yeah. So we have live session for the students from 10 to 15 years, where we are actually more focusing on developing the students, developing their skills, not following the old method that was there. Instead of that, we are providing them a space in such a way that we are trying to make them build their own method. And also we have introduced a self-paced course on Vedic mathematics. And this course is open to all, and we are running it successfully too. But only thing is you don't have the live sessions there, and our live sessions are presently restricted only up to the age group of 15 years. And also recently we have started with something called as Math Magic just 1 month ago, during the lockdown period, where we gave them the different techniques. It was not only related to Vedic mathematics, but something beyond Vedic mathematics also. And definitely, in case anybody among your friends, I know you cannot join, but in your family members or in your area, if anybody is interested, definitely you can recommend them, and they can definitely approach me. And my contact, you can see it at the bottom of the poster there. And I'm active even on the social medias. You can even have a look at my YouTube channel and Facebook, as well as Instagram, so that any update regarding our classes, because we are actually planning to reach out the public also. We should see the situation, but definitely you can get updated by following us on social media. And at this juncture, I would like to thank the principal of St. Aloysius College, Reverend Dr. Praveen Martis SJ, and the vice principal of Xavier Block, Dr. John Edward De Silva, and also the head of the Department of Mathematics, Mrs. Priya Montero, for inviting me to conduct 4-day workshop in Vedic mathematics. And also, I would like to thank all the staff of the Department of Mathematics and all the participants. I can even see some of my students whom I've taught when they were in first year, and it's happy to see you all once again and conduct classes for you all. And thank to all the participants for your for interacting with me throughout this session and keeping the session alive. And with that, I will conclude today's session. And in case if you have any doubt, you can definitely ask. And also, I will display that particular slide where I've shown the reference book so that you can have a look at it.
Thank you, sir. Uh, Participants, questions, if any?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, Purnima.
Yes, ma'am. So I was preparing for competitive exams, ma'am. So many places I was facing difficulty like with calculations. So this session was very useful for that. And even that date thing is there. No? I saw some questions like that too, guess the day of the particular date and all. So like these questions were really helpful for like my competitive exam preparations, ma'am. So thank you. And
Thank you,
also
Purnima.
sir's teaching is we can understand it very well from the basics he teaches, so it's very comfortable to learn. Thank you.